Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learnable Computer Science. Today, we'll be going through the first and only project we'll ever have in this course, and that's the calculator. Ah, you kind of expected this, right? Like, we'll be going into the calculator no matter what. That's just a basic thing. But even though it's basic, it's a huge opportunity for you guys to learn how exactly code works and how it all relates together. So this will be pretty fun. Hopefully it'll be pretty fun. It'll take some time to do this, but again, just finishing this project will boost your coding skills exponentially out of the water. You'll be better than 90% of all the people who even tried coding if you do this project. So please just give this a go. And if you need help, please be sure to contact me or join like the weekly tutoring sessions that we have. Um, so let's get into the project. So let's go into like the general parts of the project and then we'll go into the specifications of it. So just make a calculator that asks the user to submit two numbers and an operator, and the program should calculate it. So if the user enters two numbers and plus, the the computer should calculate the two numbers and then print it out to the screen. And then it should go on until the user does not have any more questions. For example, if the user says they have one more question, keep on running until they don't have any questions. So use a while loop, huge hint. And the program should ask the user the numbers again. And each time the user wants to use a calculator. And some examples are like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. This is one operation. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So they input 2, they input star, and they input 3, and that's equal to 6, and etc. And you don't need to handle any invalid input. That is just not part of this project. We'll go to that when we need to, but for this exact project, there's no need for you to handle invalid input. Okay, now let's go into specifications. This is a very text-heavy slide. You may be wondering, should I even supposed to do this? You should, because this is a huge learning opportunity. Huge learning opportunity. If you get this done, I'm telling you, you'll be on a whole nother level. So please, at least try to do this project. So, like, just try to do it. Trust me. Trust me. I learned my coding skills through projects from school, and that developed a huge base for me to continue coding through multiple languages like JavaScript, HTML, Swift, Java, all those languages, all learned just by doing projects. So please, at least give it a go. Now you have that in your mind. Now let's be open to specifications. Okay, so there should be at least 4 functions, one for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and any more that you'd want to add to fulfill the other categories. For example, if you want to have a square root function, if you want to have a power function, or you can have like a modulus function that gets a remainder. So you can do it. This is more open-ended. You can do whatever you want. This is the main specifications, but you can add more if needed. And then write a comment above all the functions and describe what it does. And it doesn't need to be very in-depth. It can just be like 5 words if you want to. And then the program should run until the user wants it to end. I'll show this on the next slide, like sample output. And then the while loop should be as shortest as possible. And the hint, issue while loops, if else statements, functions with parameters and returns, and statements with variables. And then you should not use turtles and modules. Will not be on the required specifications. But if you want to include the random module, the math module, and you want to include square root or power, you can more than feel free to do that. But the thing is, this is the main specifications. If you want to add more, you definitely can. Yeah, and please be sure if you need to go back to this, just pause the video. Just pause the video, for example, like this one. You could pause the video here, you could pause the video here, or if you want, you could take screenshots. Any way that you see your learning fit, you can do that. But let's go into the code. So this is the example code outputs. So this is the start, and then this is the continuation. So I mean, sorry, these are two different outputs. So for example, what would you like to use? Would you like to use a calculator? Yes or no? If you answer yes, they'll say, they'll print these: 1 addition, 2 subtraction, 3 multiplication, 4 division. Which operator would you like to use? 1. What is the first number that you want to calculate? 2. What is the second number? Then the answer is 7. Then would you like to use a calculator again? Yes or no? If it's no, you have to use a calculator 1 times, and thank you for using a calculator. So that means you see here, right? You have used the calculator 1 times. This keeps track of how many times you used the calculator. Let's try here. Oh, sorry, my bad. So would you like to use a calculator? Yes. Pick one of these 4. I like to use subtraction. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Would you like to use the calculator again? Yes. Again, this pops up. See, while loop. See, you see that while loop? So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Which operator you like to use? 3 multiplication. So 2 times 9 is 18. Would you like to use the calculator again? Yes. And then you pick 1. I pick division. So you go 64 divided by 4 is 16.0. And we look at the calculator again. No, use the calculator 3 times because 1, 2, 3. And thank you for using the calculator. This is the code outputs of 2 different scenarios. So next video, I'll show you the code that I've done. Again, there's multiple ways to do this, but be sure to follow the specifications. Try your best on it. At least try to do it. And if you need any help, I'll see you in the next video where we'll basically go over the code and answer any potential questions. So based on that, I'll see you there. So bye-bye.